Alright, yo, what is up, YouTube? It is ZetaTCG here, and I'm here to provide commentary on the World Championships that are being held in Japan. They're being held in Kyoto, Japan, and this is the third place playoff. Uh, there is an American playing in this third place playoff. I did see the semifinals matchup. I chose not to record that because I felt it really wasn't that necessary. But the third place playoff, it's Chase. I totally forgot his last name. I totally blanked. But Chase, he is the only American in the actual World Championships, not counting the Dragon Duels. Um, but he is gonna be in this third place playoff. Um, and we're gonna watch it. I will provide commentary, and they're about to start. Okay, there you go, guys. Chase Robert Cunningham, he's playing Satellars, and then Akira Hasegawa, he's playing Necros, I believe. So up there with my computer, got it fixed a little bit, and we're gonna watch this duel. And once again, if you didn't hear me, it is Satellars against Necros. But Chase's build is also built around some artifacts. You can see that right here with Biagotech, if I said that right. And Akira is playing a Japanese version of Necros. He's using a lot of Gishki Canes. I believe he has 3 main, and he has a pretty decent hand right now. I did watch. You guys can watch this on YouTube. I did watch his Swiss Round 1 duel. He went up against Mass Heroes, and Forbidden Lance was a killer against Mass Heroes. He really did know his plays very well. But I think Chase can pull this off easy. We are going to go for Chase in this round, guys, just because he's representing the greatest country on this planet. Alright, so I'm going to kind of stay quiet for a little bit. I'm just going to comment on some plays. I'm going to have you guys listen in on the commentary here. I have my commentary from this duel come down to my big speaker. If you guys can't hear it, I really apologize. This is so scrubbish of me if you guys can't hear it. This is the first time I'm doing this. In the future, it will improve, I promise. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. This actually has over almost 1,200 views, or people watching right now, and people are really hoping that Chase can win. So I'm going to kind of stay quiet for a little bit, guys, and I will comment on some plays here. But I believe the cards, though, he has set are most likely called the Haunteds. He does have Moral Attack out, and Moral Attack going to swing for damage. Akira summons Senju. He's probably going to search for there you go, yeah, Unicore.
Unicore at its hand. More searches follow. Causeless is up first. 4 Necrons.
And he ditched Causeless for
drops next.
that Kaleidoscope.
Or the Unicore.
Gonna go easy summon for Unicore. He's gonna ditch Herald.
Will offer yet another search.
And he will Bottomless. That was okay. So he had a set Bottomless. That was really good play.
Places off the avenues to any rank 4 plays. As the Senju's already been normal summoned this turn, and there's only 1 Unicorn in this format, so that's going to put the brakes on pretty heavy for Akira. Now, Akira's got Forbidden Lance in his hand, and right now he's checking both his extra deck and his field to see if he can perhaps...
I think Akira personally should hold that Lance, to be honest.
On the Exciton front.
That's just me. I really think he should hold that Lance.
He knows there could be another Sanctum waiting.
He does have a Rhoda, so he could search for...
I don't know. That really hurts.
He's going to chain Lance. Ooh, I don't know about that.
The only other artifacts that are likely to get played is the attack and artifact Sonic. You're not going to have a Caduceus.
Will he chain? I don't know what else he has set besides that Call to Haunted.
Yeah, I feel like that would be overcommitting to the artifact strategy. Okay, so he does go for the Forbidden Lance on his Unicorn. The Unicorn's now not actually going to be able to run over the attack in battle. It's dropped down to 1,500 attack points, so minus 800 attack. Did he activate a course for system, or was that last time? He did. Yeah, so he's just being told, yeah, he can activate that. causeless. He's giving the information away then. I believe he searched for it with the Herald. Ah, okay, that's what he searched for. Sorry, he wasn't trying to activate it. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, I
think
totally
he was
missed
also trying
that,
to activate
guys.
it, but that was the part he searched for, so it didn't really give much information away.
He's going to overlay. I believe whenever I saw the Swiss, he exceed into something.
When I told him,
Oh yeah, that's right. He Japanese. I can tell you this: the Japanese are probably going to have a lot of Titular Knight cards in their extra deck because they are going to really abuse the effect of Ptolemaeus.
Actually, something very strong here is if you go for Consolabilities and bounces an attack back to Chase's hand.
And I believe that card he got from his extra deck was a Delteros. That looks like a Delteros. I have a Ghost rare Delteros, so I really don't know how it actually looks. Okay, Chase drew into Ghost Ogre. That can actually be really key, especially if Akira activates the effect of Teller Knight Ptolemaeus.
And then Akira attaches the materials.
Because he's probably going to go into a higher rank here. He most likely has. Oh my God, I gotta think. Yes, yeah, okay. That was a great play by Chase there, chaining Ghost Ogre, or Yuki Usagi for those who still prefer it by its Japanese name. That was a great play by Chase there. It keeps him alive, and it also destroys Ptolemaeus. However, Akira's hand looks pretty good. He has that one Rhoda, also a Gishki chain.
So he had sort of insurance on both ends of the spectrum.
He can also ditch Bryanek and Clausolus to get some searches. He could try to. He probably could ditch. Could he? Could he ditch Bryanek for Trish and then ditch Clausolus for Mir? He probably could. Okay, so he banished Kaleidoscope to get Cycle. That could be key here.
He's also got reinforcement of the army.
He could go Cycle to special summon Clausolus from the graveyard. And then of course he has that Max C whenever Chase starts to get that Subteller engine going with Altair and Deneb. And maybe even Vega. Chase is only running one Vega. I really don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I feel most Subteller decks should run at least two. I don't know if it's a world ban list that's only making him run one copy of it. I do not know. I personally, also in real life, I really don't know the actual ban list for the World Championships. So.
What's next? It is the reinforcement of the army.
And yeah, Akira is going to go into Rhoda. We'll grab Shrit, the obvious target here.
Combined with Cycle, that can get in basically anything from his graveyard or hand.
If he cycles into Valk, that could be trouble.
Anything.
Because he can also normal summon Gishki, I believe. If his turn hasn't ended. I honestly don't know what phase this is in, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm such a scrub. First time doing this again. But yeah, he will go into Cycle. He will ditch Shrit, most likely. And he'll probably go...
Distributed to bring back Unicorn.
Oh, he's going to bring back Unicorn. Okay.
Trigger Short's effect to be a warrior type ritual. And it looks like he's going to take Trishula. That's what he's moved to the front. And he does.
Okay, Chase needs to have a reply here if Akira can pull off Trish because Trish's effect is nasty. We all know that. And he will attack Moral Attack. I believe that's 200 damage.
That puts it in the graveyard.
I do not know the attack of Moral Attack. Okay, and then he will go into Gishi Chain.
The Gishki Chain?
Gishi, okay, I was right about that 200. Okay. Gishi Chain, it's really a unique card for ritual decks because you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You do not have to reveal them.
That resolves. Call of the Hundred.
And we'll go into Call
to
Chain.
Rank 4 play. That's interesting.
What does he have? He has a...
When it let that rank 4 play happen and then destroy.
Okay, he will call into Moral Attack again.
If
and
you
he
think
will
the break
be
is
able to
completely
destroy
wiped out, then you
Unicorn.
have to stop it.
That's really key.
So Unicorn hits the dirt again, and now Chase is back in command of the strongest monster.
I
on
do
the
not
field.
know the other
Actually was
three
changed
set
that
cards
card,
Chase
so Card
has.
did
I
get
wasn't
another
paying attention
draw.
to that because I paused my computer. I'm sorry about
And
that,
it looks
guys.
like it is
But if you ask me, I believe he may have drew into
Causeless.
Stellar Nova Alpha.
Searches for that
Um,
mirror.
Okay,
Mirror
so
could damage that
Akira
food from
ditched
graveyard
Clasola's
to
for
get
mirror,
basically anything again.
and
This time away from the hand.
that mirror can be really nasty if he can pull off a Trish right
And
here.
he activates it.
He's gonna go into Valk. Okay, I think Akira wants draw
Valkyrie's gonna
power.
tribute off that spent chain, which he does,
Okay,
and he draws into what appears to be Manju.
so Akira has a Manju from that draw.
What would you say?
That could be something else here.
Oh no, it's just a space.
Okay, okay. Well, announcer's done goof. Okay, that wasn't me.
Chase picks up his reinforcement of the army. Finally, some actual
And then-
Fortnite action.
Okay, let me tell you guys something. Chase could have easily gone to the finals, man. If you saw his semifinal round, it was total bullshit. He drew into a lot of traps. The Necros player had a shitload of royal decrees. He drew into two of them his first opening draw, and it was ridiculous, man.
One of the oldest search cards.
It really just shut him down because Chase is running 17 traps, and Satellars are very cloggy with traps. I do believe personally Satellars can be really competitive, but the problem is that trap cards nowadays, depending on what traps you run, they can be really slow. He's running 17 of them. 3 of those are Satellar Nova Alphas, and I'm pretty sure he also has 3 calls and 3 Oasis.
So it wasn't TV related cards. Yeah.
Okay, so
Ukulai is choice.
Chase normal Unikulai, and then he ditched. That looks like Deneb.
Another.
That's usually the card you want to ditch. I believe if one of those 3 set cards are a Call the Haunted or an Oasis, he can really do some damage here. And he's thinking about one of them, and Soul Charge. Ooh.
Soul Charge. It's the first time we've seen that.
And he's only going to bring back 1 for, and he will deduct 1,000.
Once considered the most powerful spell card in the format. In the game, really. At the time that it was at 3. Yeah, I remember.
Soul Charge at 3. That was something else, wasn't it, guys?
Black.
Okay, he searches, and he does searches for Altair.
And you get a lot of ridiculous things. In terms of just seeing what is possible within the balance of Yu-Gi-Oh! Soul Charge is a card that makes that sort of stuff happen. Not all of it may be particularly healthy for competitive play, but oh man, this is fun. Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's going to overlay. If he has Cowboy, okay, no, he's going to go into Tsukiyome.
Two monsters combined.
He did this in a semifinal game. He went into Tsukiyome. He would
let Chase draw 2.
he would detach 1 and then discard 1 card from his hand and then draw 2 cards. Let's see what he got from that draw. Okay, he's gonna set 1.
And Akira doesn't know this, but those 2 cards that have been around forever are those artifact legal attacks.
Okay, so
Chase has been unable to play.
I guess he drew into another Altair and then Torrential. Torrential could be devastating
Another Altair.
if if Akira tries to go ahead and summon Trish.
And check his graveyard. Basically looking to see if there is a way to.
I still do not know what those 2 other cards are.
Go off because Chase only has 1 card in hand. Schubert is, however, already banished, so it would have to be played through some combination of Reenact and Clausulus.
He's gonna normal the
Mandy
Manju,
with 10,000 hands joins.
and
Regardless of Valkyries.
let's see what he searches. We can see what he has going right now in his deck. He's gonna grab another Colossalis. And I probably just said that so wrong, man. Colossalis. Oh man, guys, freaking! It's 12:15 where I'm at, man. And that's 12:15 in the morning. It's like, it's 14-hour difference. So, where I'm living, so it's 2 o'clock over there. 2:15. It's the bright day over there.
Heroic Challenger Assault Halberd. Across a Kaleidoscope.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Akira, I believe Akira does
Sending Barbaroi, the ultimate battle machine.
does
Popular,
run
kind of
3 Assault Halberd. I believe he runs 3. And he chained the Torrential. That was probably a good chain.
Seeker's Unicorn at 1, this being the most reliable way to get both a Trish up. And Pulse was actually generally just a good card on its own. Alright.
Let's see what that said. Okay, it was an artifact card. Okay.
Attack face down, while Torrential clears the field.
Okay, so he has the 1 set, and I do not know what that set is. But that Torrential was devastating.
Not a good place to be in.
He had the Valk, and then the Trish.
So he's got.
He's gonna MST the set. Ooh, let's see what that. Oh, dang, another artifact card.
Surprising play, I think. Unless what he wanted to do was get the artifact out now so that he could deal with it now.
Okay, he's gonna ditch a Bryanak. He's gonna search. And I believe he's gonna search maybe a Trish or the Decisive Armor. Okay.
Decisive Armor.
He's gonna banish 2.
Kaleidoscope
He's
and
gonna
Trishula are then banished.
Trish and then Kaleidoscope.
Along with Cycle and Clauselus.
And then he's gonna banish 2 more cards.
Check out ritual spells. There's the mirror.
Okay, so he doesn't have any more spells that he can draw into for ritual summoning. Akira is really deck thinning right now. I really don't know if this would be really smart, but if he thinks that he can go into a lot of things, he goes into Assault Halberd, Mirror,
6 and 4.
Decisive Armor.
Are banished to play Necros of Decisive Armor, which is able to beat the Beagle attack. Assault Halberd hits directly and allows the second one to be summoned. Guess we just have to take out the Altair, or Darkhold potentially? Darkhold could keep him in it. Altair would give him an actual play. Yeah, because the problem with the Darkhold is Akira just sends some the other hero challengers next switch. It is Altair.
And he drew into Altair. Oh man.
That's the third one. I suppose they had luck had to
He's
turn around
gonna-
to chase his favor or something. He had to draw.
He's gonna special summon Unit Kulai, and he's gonna ditch. I believe he'll ditch that Deneb.
Graveyard. Only attack with talent. Correct.
I really don't know how thinning the deck is gonna help Akira here.
He could wipe the board with the Saiton. Because he only has one card. And his opponent, the second wipe available during his opponent's. Yeah, no,
Exciton would be a good play here, as what the announcer said.
Only one ritual summon left.
And he does go into Exciton right here. He's going to detach, and he's going to clear the board, and it's going to flip over to Akira's turn. Akira cannot do any more searches for spells.
Picks up Necros and
And he
Trishula.
picked up that Trish, and he only has the Kaleidoscope in hand.
See how many ritual spells are left.
I believe he's only running 2 mirror, and I believe both of those mirrors are in the grave, if not banished.
Mirror would be devastating, but it appears he's used both.
Yes, he has. Okay, I was right.
Suddenly the tables have turned. Kira passes with no play.
Yeah, no play for Akira. This is what I was worried about with the deck thing here from Akira. He's gonna set 1,
monsters.
and just swing. Is he gonna swing for 1900 or no?
Solemn Warning as well. Very strong pickup. If Chase knows that's the last ritual mirror.
Okay, he did swing for 1900,
Even twice to make
and
so that could be that entire part of his next shot now.
Looks like he's passing again.
he drew into Sanctum, and he's gonna set that Sanctum.
I think he has Artifact Slice in the deck. Is that correct?
He's got one, I believe. One scythe.
Okay, I believe he drew into.
Here's back.
I believe he drew into a Senju. I believe there's only a couple
Checks
more.
his graveyard once again.
Yeah, I was right. I believe there's only a couple more ritual
Special
monsters
summon?
you go in. Okay, he's gonna go into a
Assault
Assault Halberd,
Normal summon Senju.
and then Senju,
And that's going to get hit by
and then
lightning.
Solemn Warning the Senju. Good play. I think Chase can easily get this first game.
Chase, I don't think, actually knows how many mirrors or how many Necros ritual spells are in the deck.
You can take a guess. I mean, the average number,
You know, if the average is 6, so you'd think 2, 2, and 2. But in this case, it's 3, 2, and 1.
I believe he set the. Okay, did he set Kaleidoscope or the NST? I don't know. I cannot see that spell card in
Scythe
hand.
phase.
yeah, and that should be.
Okay, he's gonna flip the Sanctum.
Why not? Isn't completely off.
I think it's a bit more. Scythe is what, 22, 23? I think it's 22.
Yes.
See 419.
Yeah, okay, so it's a little bit empty, but it is lethal.
Chase is back up. Scythe attacks, goes through. Sight on Night attacks. goes
1900.
And Chase.
That's gonna leave him with 200 life points.
Cunningham.
Akira needs to top deck
Looked
into
pretty
something.
dire
He
there.
cannot
Quite some
ritual
time.
summon.
But Chase Cunningham hangs in there.
Just sort of just hanging.
Okay, I believe Akira
Akira
decided to just scoop.
That's actually an incredible turnaround.
I believe Chase got that
Akira
first
running
win,
that kind of
and that was a
options in this
great
game
win, to
extreme
be
late
honest.
stages where the Necros deck doesn't function
Indeed,
on
okay.
The strongest part of the Necros deck.
That was a
The
great
early
first
stages
game.
when your entire
It really
deck
was.
is available to you, and maybe the mid stages of the game when you can recover.
Chase
very
finally
well.
got the
Extreme
good
late
top
game,
decks, man. I'm telling you, man.
playing, Necros.
Galileo did
Crazy
not
about that was,
deserve that
he got
win,
hit
to
by
be
Triple.
honest.
Yeah,
His opponent just couldn't play at all.
He got hit by
Just
Triple
drawing into
once.
traps, and then
The
on
second
top of that,
time
Galileo
Triple
had
again.
that
And then he pulls the third one out of the deck.
had 2 set Royal Decree.
Part of the cards right there for Chase.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Chase managed
so I'm ready now.
to use Artifact Ignition to
That's the heart of the cards right
destroy
there.
1 Royal Decree, and then after that,
Actually in the third and fourth place match against Akira Hasegawa.
after that,
Do not have
he destroyed the first face-up Royal Decree, but then his opponent chained the second Royal Decree, and then after that, Chase just kept drawing into traps. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was just
Don't go away.
absolutely
We're
stupid.
just going to keep rolling until this match is over, and if it's not over, we'll switch over them. But we'll let you know how it turns out.
So, side deck options that we can consider for this match then. If you're Akira, does he have the World Degrees on the side there? Yes, he does. He has 3 World Degrees, so those ones
It's got emptiness as well, Vanity's emptiness, which is particularly useful here, especially artifact area of the deck.
Yeah, because you can shut off the Sanctum
without destroying.
I did see a little bit of Chase's side deck from his game in the semifinals against Galileo. I believe he did. I believe he had at least 2 Galaxy Cyclone. He had some MSTs in his side deck. He also had a Vanities, and I believe if I am gonna be Chase here, I'm gonna side in maybe 1 or 2 Galaxy Cyclones and maybe the rest of those MSTs.
On one attribute, and that is light monsters. And instead of banishing 1, it banishes 2. So you
But
can
I
take
really
out
think Chase can pull this off easy right here. All Chase has to do is just play his cards right and not misplay, and do not draw into a lot of traps whenever a Royal Decree is face up.
Going into the graveyard and when trigger effect activates a special summon, just take them out.
And the last thing that's really worth mentioning, you can see it on your screen, but Cycle Reader is also a tuner monster.
I didn't know that. And it's also up to 2, I noticed. So you can still just use it to stop that 1 off if you need to. It's not like you need to wait for 2 when you put the extra room if you need to. That's
It's a nice card to have, and you've actually seen it in a lot of side decks during this tournament, because there was kind of an anticipation of some level of Tellarknights.
Yeah, I think if you were coming into this tournament not expecting to play Talonites at some point, you would be endlessly optimistic. I think one of the stronger decks that was left in competition after the combination of the TCG and SCG Forbidden and Limited list, making Shadell was not a very strong pick, despite winning the WCQ in Dublin.
So if you're unaware, Shadows lose Elshall Construct entirely,
Yeah,
along with 2 copies of Elshall Fusion here. So if you're wondering why you're not seeing any Shadows, that would be why.
and then things like running this, for example.
And to be honest, no one would really want to see Shaddolls anyways. OCG hit him hard. And I think the TCG is going to hit him hard here soon.
We have seen heroes, we have seen talents. Shadell's not here.
Ritual based we've seen, Visual Fort we've seen, we've seen Yang Zing.
Yeah, so that's basically everything. There wasn't very much figure out to go. Unless you went like Yugioh and both parties. Yeah,
I like that. I like that. The Harvey deck. I'm actually kind of shocked that nobody has tried to replicate Jarrell Winston's success with Exodia.
That was
the last
Oh,
time
man.
the World Championship was in Japan.
I mean, in this particular format, where you're playing against a group of tightly knit people that they have researched you before you get here, like you've had a feature match, your competitors are going to be with you. There's just no way out of that. And then when to tear up with something as off the wall and as wacky as Exodia, it catches people off guard. And we saw the Hope for Escape build just catching a lot of those.
2012 Jarrell's build was really sick. Oh man, I remember that.
To get through, you can accept a slightly less consistent combo deck.
Yeah, it's 5 rounds, you only have to win 3. And you know what? You only have to win 3 on the second day, too, to become the world champion.
And sometimes it pays off for these quirky combo decks in this thing. I mean, we have seen the infamous from FTK deck win a world championship.
Well, that was Galileo.
Yes, who
Last time around, would you say?
Power duality
Chase
for
starts
Chase.
things off with Power Duality. He gets
He
Moral Attack,
should-
Sanctum, and Unokulai.
He should grab
This is
that
interesting choice. It's definitely not Moral Attack.
yeah, he's got
Unikulai
vision,
right
but
here.
There's no reason to take that when you could take the Sanctum.
So the question is, do you want to finally get
Take that
Telex?
Unikulai, yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
that would
I
like
think
it.
he does.
He's already got an artifact Sanctum in his hand, actually.
Yes,
so-
now that that's populated, we see that he is set. That's a great starting hand.
Yeah, he's also got Imperial Iron Wall. That's very, very strong. He's already got one of his Vegas. He's got another Product Duality, which, again, no, that's the one he's just playing, sorry. He's got the Vega ready to get back with Dino, and he's got the Sanctum to disrupt any potential plays that Akira could try and make next turn, and he's got the Artifact Ignition to act any potential World Decree play. This is very strong for Chase.
Okay, so he did side in Imperial Iron Wall. That could
So
be
far behind
devastating
for so long.
if Akira doesn't go into
It's
his
a
Royal
confidence
Decrees.
booster, I think.
If he did side in,
If I was
the
Akira,
decrees.
that would shake me a little bit.
and he's going to set 3, and I believe those 3 will be
Set three
Sanctum,
Vegas.
Ignition, and Imperial Iron Wall.
Sets 3. And Kira's up.
He's probably gonna go
Max
first turn
C,
Rhoda.
Reinforcement of the army, Valkyries, Clausulus,
Oh,
and the third Max C.
So Chase just has to win this with the smallest number of special summons possible.
Pretty much.
He drew into a 3rd
Between
Max C.
Reinforcement of the
Oh
army and
shit.
Clausulus, Akira will be able to get the Valkyries onto the field, but it will likely be immediately destroyed if he does.
Here's a question for Kira. If you see the artifact Samson flipped, do you immediately use one of your 3 Max Cs to exchange it for a new card?
Okay, he's
Or
going
are
to
you really gonna hold
grab
that back
Shrit.
as long as possible and try and capture the return with it?
He's going to ditch Casolus,
I think you got to use one of them.
and he's going to
If
grab
you've
that
got three,
Kaleidoscope.
You have to get some use out of these cards, and you don't necessarily know that Chase is going to be able to special summon a ton. Kaleidoscope is activated. It's a shame to have to use Schubert with that instead of being able to get something out of the extra deck.
He's going to
But
go
you
to
do what you gotta
Valk.
do.
I believe you chain Ignition to an attack.
Trishula is gathered up.
He's not going to ditch Trish to
Looks like
to
the
protect a
Kaleidoscope is
monster.
his 6th card at the start of the turn.
Three Max C, Rip Akira. I'm sorry, guys. I'm ready to chat a little bit. There is a chat down here.
Knockus on the field.
I'm not going to show it much.
Tributes to
Tributes
Maxis.
to the Maxis to get 2 cards. Well, that's one way to do it.
That's really suspicious when Chase knows how those Maxis very easily in this matchup give your opponent extra cards. So is Chase, do you assume that your opponent's drawn the third one here, or do you go
Geisha
given up
Chain.
both of them, he's probably got
He's going to look at the first 3 cards.
You think he's probably a
And-
really bad hand and needed the cards.
He's going to grab that Closalis.
Normal Suns Gishki Chain and takes a look to find Necrotic Closalis.
Chase not flipping the.
He may ditch
Sanctum to get them all.
Closalis to
You let it resolve its effect.
go into Ignition.
I
Sanctum.
want to see the Sanctum during the battle phase.
This is going to shut Akira down pretty hard, actually.
Yeah, so the key here is that
I may be an
you
idiot. I don't
wait until
run,
battle
or
phase,
I haven't
so
really
that
run
the Valkyrie
artifacts. Only
goes,
Lancia against the
Akira is able to
Necros.
just keep searching for his mirrors and get damage on the board during lane phase 1.
Yeah.
You also, you also draw as much information as possible out of your opponent this way.
So shutting off some additional searches as well is very powerful.
And we've also received an update. The update is that we will be receiving results for the Dragon Duel when they come in.
Well, it's a tech team that's looking after you and they send you messages to let you know that there are messages on their way.
That's efficiency. Speaking of efficiency, you only need 1800 attack points to take out an 1800 attack point monster. And Gishki Chain.
And he's
Oh,
going to
wow.
chain in the Imperial. And he's
Okay,
going to
Imperial
MST.
Ironwall
Dang.
Let's step back for a moment. Gishki Chain is crashing into Unokalai. And after it was off the field, Imperial Ironwall is flipped to try to stop banishment. But then Mystical Space Typhoon is chained so that mirrors can, or Necros ritual spells can banish themselves to get more stuff.
There's a shirt in the grave.
I don't know if Chase had more than
Yep.
one Imperial Iron Wall, but if he did, he better hopes he draws into it fast.
And the D-Nub is gone as well.
And the Deneb is gone. So Ignition, the card in his hand, which was Vega, and then the Deneb are banished from Trishula's effect. That's huge.
Yeah,
He's going to set one, switch his monster to defense, and pass. Yeah, that's pretty much all he can do. He's going to set one, go. Let's see what...
Oh, roll free.
Sets again.
Set Royal Decree, flip it up. He's going to swing for 2,700.
Attacks directly.
Flashback to the last match Chase had. Let's hope he doesn't go like 8 trap cards.
Second. Royal Decree along with 8 traps.
This is exactly what happened last.
No, I mean last time it was there the whole game.
Yeah.
This time Chase has at least been in it. Quickly doing a little bit of math.
Yeah, it's
Chase picks up another card that he's
Just going to have to set.
But any one of those could have
That's
been
game.
an artifact ignition, but it was not. Royal Decree is flipped. And 4 traps.
If
and
Chase
one
keeps on
artifact
drawing
monsters
into
later,
traps while Decree is
Chase
face
is
up,
picking up, and we're going to
he's
game
going to take
3
an exit. 4th place.
in the 3rd and 4th place match.
Now that was utterly brutal. I mean, I had that Imperial Iron Wall been able to stick, that would have put Chase in just the best position.
Huge position. The double mystical space typhoons were pretty rough. Rather, it was just one.
It was just the one year.
Yeah, it was a little difficult to see what was going on there because the mystical space typhoon somehow got shuffled around with the pieces of Trishula as they were being placed on the field. And we have our first update from the Dragon Duels. Zoltan leads 1 over Mikhail over in the Dragon Duel 3rd and 4th place match. So, one last chance to claim 3rd place. As we saw, the Imperial Iron Walls came in for Chase this time around. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Dark Hole again, and maybe even Breakthrough skill.
I don't know about Breakthrough, to be honest.
Very good against Nichols, being able to shut down Manju and Senju and any of the big Nichols when you need to. We know that there's...
He needs to have
Maxis
outs to
around
Royal
Maxis,
Decree if he is going to win this game.
Yes.
I wonder if that changes how Chase decides to cycle here.
I think a really interesting question for Chase is you've got the artifact ignition in your main deck. in addition to being spell and trap removal, they're actually part of your strategy. Do you add in any of your 3 Galaxy Cyclone? Well, you're not going to have 3 Galaxy Cyclone because your opponent is like face down cards, but do you throw in any mystical space typhoons, given that your last 3 of your last 4 games have heavily involved royal decree stopping you from playing?
I guess if he's going for the Imperial Armors, the Galaxy Cyclones are less valuable to him.
Well, I mean, the Galaxy Cyclones just don't really have value.
Yeah.
There aren't going to be any.
But Cyclone can be an out to Royal Decree, which is what Chase needs.
The Mystical Space Typhoons double up has additional.
I mean, he doesn't run Dark Bribe or anything like that. He needs to have
Worst case
outs.
scenario, you can blow away Dawn with the attack and then get some of your other stuff. So there is extra value in Mystical Space Typhoons.
If he's not going to get a special summoning engine going, like how he did whenever in the first game, then he needs to have outs.
I think you maybe one of the mystical space typhoons. Just get you up to 4 possible ways to get rid of it.
Well, I guess, what percentage chance do you have 4 outs to 3?
It's a bit less than 50-50.
Okay,
So I would say it's about 47%.
so just under half the time.
Let's do basic math while we broadcast a card game, man. Woo!
I think you go up from 36.7 to
Give him a round of applause for that, man.
if you were putting a 5th, that would be.
I can't clap, otherwise I'm going to wake people up in my house, but that's not important.
Especially when you know the Necros doesn't play any other cards that you're going to want to destroy.
I think the worrisome thing is overkill on siding. You don't want to take out cards that are
Alright.
vital to basically to winning the game.
First turn send you.
Especially because he already has so many good traps in here. There's not really a whole lot you can take out.
I believe I see a Stellar Nova Alpha in his hand.
Spell and trap destruction. But the big.
But Akira will grab that Valk. Or not the Valk, the
Akira starts things off. He's
Clausulus.
got Senju.
Dark Hole, Bottomless.
Clausulus.
Baeltech.
Kaleidoscope drops both Clausulus
Star
and
Eater.
Valkyries on the field. Very aggressive first turn for Akira.
He's
He
gonna
draws the
tribute
deck
2,
as quickly
draw
as
2.
possible, looking for that to
And I was right about one
What do you want back from
Stellar
China?
Nova Alpha. He did get that first turn Imperial Iron Wall. If he can set those 3 cards, he drew Moral Tech.
Chase sets 4.
Gonna set 4. He's gonna set that Dark Hole. Ooh.
Again. Gishka Chain is up next. Effect is activated. Picks up. Ooh. Picks up Necros Cycle.
He's gonna swing for a lot of damage here. That's 29 plus.
4,600 damage.
So it might be over in no time for that.
Well, Chase has that Dark Hole. It's going to be very useful.
Yeah, the Dark Hole's actually very good here because Akira doesn't have a follow-up, does he? On this.
He would need to
He's gonna tribute chain
get
to
the cycle.
draw
Get
1.
something with the cycle. Allied Justice Cycle Reader, by the way, is level 3, so it could be tributed Necros Cycle to bring Clausulus back. And Chain is tributed to Valkyries to pick up what appears to be
Picked up
another
a
chain.
Scythe, man. He's not drawing into any Satellars whatsoever. But he needs to Dark Hole.
Cure thinks is one ritual something again this turn.
Yeah, there you go.
Nope. So it's back to Chase, and Chase destroys Valkyries with Dark Hole. He's picked up another artifact.
This engine, which has brought him all this way, seems to be causing him the most problems. From what we can see. See, the track cards are artifacts.
Yeah.
He keeps drawing into it.
Yeah.
That announcer is
I mean, I can't really.
a little
say,
correct about the artifact engine.
I do
It's
when he's
kind of
trying
killing
to-
Chase a little bit, but
Oh no.
but whenever you're coming in
He's
with a
definitely
different
full on
ban
out
list
of
than
this
what you've been
idea.
playing
Artifact
against, you have to
also
try
is
something.
incredibly good.
And I think the
And combined
artifact
with
engine
general
was the
Telemite
better
Removal,
option.
All of those revival cards, it's extremely attractive. But this is the risk you run when you play the artifact cards. Gishki Chain is normal summoned, and Akira finds Necros and Trishul off of it. 1800 from Gishki Chain drops Chase down to 1500.
Let's see what swap that was.
I think Akira is going to have this one in the bag if Chase cannot top deck into an MSD.
He sets it face
Just
down.
gonna set
At
one.
least pretend that it is an artifact ignition. Let's send you off the top. Didn't really need it. Gets Unicorn.
Gonna grab Unicorn with Senju's effect. Flipping
And
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope is flipped.
Ditch Herald.
Once again, sending Herald Arclight to the graveyard to summon Unicorn. You don't think he's gonna. He's not gonna try to rank 4 or something, is he? That would be madness.
Just swing.
Why would you ever do that?
I think he's just trying to end this and start. There it is. That's
Oh
right.
man.
And that'll do it. Gishki Chain attacks directly for the last points of damage. And Chase points out, yeah, I've seen enough of that card to last me a lifetime.
Just
As he flips up all of his trap cards.
trap.
And 2 more traps off the top.
Yeah,
of
that
his
was the
deck.
third one. That was all I just saw it as well.
So you guys kind of see what Chase has been running
So,
into,
looks
running
like
a lot
it's
of
just
traps.
not Chase Cunningham's day.
No.
And
No more roll decrees. He's going to be. I imagine on the playing white head.
And our American takes 4th place. I guess that's better than
Akira
nothing.
Hasegawa is your 3rd place finisher in the World Championship. The finals will begin at 3 p.m. our time. That's the top of the hour, no matter where you are. So join us then. Don't go away.
I believe you're talking about the Dragon Duel final because right here, whenever you look at their description, they have Dragon Duels at 1500 for them, which is 3 o'clock. And then at 4 o'clock, it's the main event final. So yeah, it was tough for Chase, man. It really was. I really wish he would have pulled it off some way or form. It's just those traps, man. Those traps killed him. Absolutely. That's the one problem I have with Satellar's going up against Necros because they run so many traps. From what I've heard, the average trap number is like around 20. And that's ridiculous because Royal Decree is at 3 and most Necros players run 3 of them. So, I don't know. Personally, I thought the best deck to come in here was Masked Heroes. Masked Heroes or Necros. One of those two. Ritual Beast got wrecked. I believe his name is Miguel. He got wrecked. And he was running Ritual Beast, and it was just insane from what I've heard. And well, just one more reason why never to run a lot of traps, I guess. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this commentary with me. This is my first time doing this. Probably will do it again next year, or maybe some other duels that come up, specifically with Patrick Hoban. I remember one time I saw him, he was running Necros, and he got beat against Yang Zings. And it was really hilarious. He was so salty. I just knew it. But anyway, guys, I will stream the Dragon Duel final, even though it's really not that big of a deal. But the reason why I'm going to stream is because DeAndre, I forgot his last name, but DeAndre, he's running Cleforts, and he's in the final, and I do want to see that. And of course, he's probably going to win because Cleforts are another deck that should probably be run here in Worlds. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, do not forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And this is ZetaTCG.